Hola, buenos días, soy Nico.
How do you ask men for money without feeling bad? Like this. Do you want to make me happy right now? Yeah, of course I do. I want to make you happy too. But later on. Well, what do you want? No, I don't know. I don't know if I should tell you yet. Come on, what is it? Then whisper in his ear like this. I want you to take me to the ATM and give me as much money as you choose. It's kind of a kink. I just want to see what you're going to give. He's going to be like, okay, let's go. Then you're going to say, no, never mind. You're going to tease him a little bit. You're going to say, never mind. How about the next time we see each other, you just bring it to me?
And today we are here to start off another wonderful week's worth of content. Basically, today we are going to be talking about Iamkkingpaul and a video that went viral on Twitter like last week, but I had other things that I wanted to address before I got to it. But before we get to that, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics for more weekly lives, exclusive videos, and be a part of the live streams. I'm sorry, I took my glasses off and all form of thought just left my head for a brief moment. But blindness to headspace. But yeah, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics for more exclusive lives, weekly videos, be a part of the live streams where we discuss multiple topics with a very panel. Very enlightening, very fun. Sometimes we just have virtual kikis. It's a good vibe. If you like that kind of venue, if you like that kind of energy, make sure to check it out. But let's get started on the actual video. I know I bloated the intro out the last time, so I'm trying to get straight into it. But yes, basically, Iamkkingpaul went on to social media to advocate for his Gofundme, because essentially last year he bought his first car and he is now saying that he cannot get to work, he cannot get to places and or make money because his car has broken down and he needs financial assistance. That in and of itself is perfectly fine. Even though he does OnlyFans for a living, a lot of people like to think that just because you do OnlyFans, just because you have clicks and views, etc., it translates to hard cash. It's actually quite the opposite. For example, a lot of the Brazilian performers that I know, they tell me, yeah, we go viral all the time. We have tons of numbers, but that doesn't necessarily equate to actual subscriptions. That's just people on social media clicking like, bookmarking, retweeting onto their alts, etc. It's very good promotion. It's not bad promotion, but it doesn't always translate to clicks and views. So he apparently had an issue with his car that he needed to get handled. And he did not have the funds to handle it himself, and even his mother can be heard in the background of the video basically saying, yes, we're doing it to support our family. It's not like we're lying. We actually need the assistance. We need the help. And he is going off the rails.
Yeah, I guarantee we're helping our fucking family.
And this is the time all you bitches want to come up here and listen now. I got 312 people in here and it don't make no motherfucking sense.
We're helping our family.
I got 16 people in here that want to fucking listen to what the fuck I got to say. I'm just so knowledgeable, huh? Because now y'all want to listen to what the fuck I got to say. But yeah, every day I'm being called crazy. Every day I'm being called, oh, you could go out and get a 9-to-5. Bitch, that's what you want to do. You want to work in today's modern day slavery. That's not my problem. Because I'm not working for no white man. I'm sorry.
We could be struggling right now, which we are.
And I'm about to point this out. Y'all support grooming. Y'all support domestic violence. But when a person like me is doing all good, oh, y'all beat them up the most. Let's not talk about Grayling that be grooming these 18-year-old boys, 19 and 20-year-old boys, and having them tat their name on him, say his name on them. Let's bring it up. But y'all don't want to speak on that. Let's talk about Mungie and how he beat up his boyfriend. It's not me being messy, but it's the shit y'all support. It's the shit y'all support. And I sit back and I watch. I don't say a fuck ass thing. I sit back and I watch. I observe. I don't say shit. I sit here and watch all the sick shit that y'all bitches do on social media. And that shit pisses me off. Because I'm genuinely a good person and I want to do good.
What is the dignity here? Where is that?
Where's the self?
Because he is basically ranting, how dare y'all support DV? How dare y'all support Graylin Purnell? Nico, I've done multiple videos on him with multiple videos of evidence supporting my videos because I don't come on here and, spit shenanigans, but I'll still say allegedly for legal reasons. The point is, he was basically saying, like, y'all tune in for the mess, y'all tune in for the shenanigans, but y'all won't give me your money. I don't want to go get a job. I'd rather do OnlyFans. I don't want to get a job and work for the white man. And I was with him until this rant started. And I say that because a lot of people do think that OnlyFans performers have an abundance of wealth, that they're just rolling in money. And like I always say, unless you have a built-in fan base or you network with the right people, you really won't get off the ground very easily. But he does have a lot of engagement, clicks, and views. So I would have sworn that he was swimming in money too. But he was basically saying that he's like every other American, one medical emergency, one financial emergency from being in a hole and needing public crowdfunding. So when people were going off on him about asking for said public crowdfunding, I was like, this is very tone deaf. And the fact that y'all are trying to make it seem like he is just begging for money doesn't necessarily make sense to me. And then he started demanding money for no reason. Nico, I am very big on crowdfunding. I am very big on supporting community. I'm very big on supporting the content you want to see. For example, my entire career is technically crowdfunded. I've thought about this myself. I am a YouTuber and I am a super happy adult fun time adjacent performer. Nico, I say it like that because I only film like once a year and I bulk record, so it's not like I'm actively hitting the pavement. But yeah, so it's like, I understand crowdfunding, but in that process, you need to give the crowd a service and or good, in my personal opinion, to make it seem like balanced out. For example, I have Patreon where I give early access, I give exclusive videos, I give live streams, we get community. I have Discord where I've cultivated a community, Instagram where I promote parties, cultivated a community. It's all about like giving back for the financial, pushback. Like, people want to support something that they're actively enjoying. You logging on and saying, well, I'm not doing bad things, so you should just give me your money, is not the same as you, like, for example, he has OnlyFans. He films content with his boyfriend. Why not do a sale on your OnlyFans? Why not? It's that simple. I mean, you could still use GoFundMe. Like, there's nothing stopping you from using GoFundMe. But just like in this particular situation, he basically got dragged for saying, I don't want to get a 9-to-5. I don't want to get a second job. I don't want to work for the white man, even though OnlyFans is ran by white men. Nico, yes, they're getting a chunk out of our money every check. I look into this. But he's saying he doesn't basically want to actually have to work for the money. And that's where the disconnect is, because he basically fixed his car, to my understanding, which was $1,300. And then he said he hit a turn too quickly and messed up his ball joints. I'm not even going to hold him on that because that happened to my car before and it ruined my entire week. Back when I was driving in Houston, that ruined my entire week because that is expensive. But I definitely want to hear your opinions down below. How do you feel about people that basically move around the world acting like you owe them something?
Hi, editing Nico. I just wanted to add in, owe them something for being a decent human being. Because a lot of the mindset nowadays is like, if I am a decent human being and I don't actively cause detrimental harm to someone, I should be praised for it. And in my mind, I'm like, everybody should move that way. What are you talking about?
Because this conversation comes up a lot on internet spaces, especially when you see like LGBT people on Twitter, for example, saying, I'm unhoused, I'm in a dangerous scenario, I'm in a toxic environment, I need you to crowdfund, I need money. And sometimes these situations are valid because we go through a lot, and unfortunately our community, it is not as centered around community as it once was. I really wish we could get back to that. But I've seen time and time again where there are influencers that are like, oh, I need crowdfunding and I am a at-risk blase, and you see them getting the money and suddenly they're on a vacation. Suddenly they're on an island, basking in the sun, going, oh, I really needed this. And we're all just sitting here like, weren't you just saying you were struggling to pay rent like literally 2 tweets ago? Why are you on a foreign island drinking Mai Tais, like basking in the sun? Like, it doesn't seem like your priorities are right or that you're actively focusing on your bills. And the counter argument is always, well, do you want people that are suffering financially to not enjoy things in life? And it's not that. It's more so you're begging, demanding, and guilt tripping people to give you money. And then when you get the money, you don't actually spend it on what you say you're spending it on. For example, I am very big on my finances. I come from a family that was lower middle class on my mom's side. On my dad's side, it was more so leaning towards poverty. So whenever I would live with one or the other, I would have slightly different but still similar experiences of life. And from what I've discovered is that growing up in the struggle, I actively make sure I'm not in the struggle. Nico, like, when I get money, I make sure I take money out for my savings, I take money out for my taxes, I take money out for my spending, and then I take money out for the rest is usually bills, but it's that simple to just take a little bit, and it just slowly starts stacking. So I never understood the concept of, okay, well, I barely have enough to cover things, so once I cover them, I'm just gonna blow the rest. I'm like, in my head, at least the trauma response is, okay, you paid this off, but next month bills keep coming. It's just my response, but I definitely want to hear your opinions down below. Did you see this when it was going viral? Have you seen the posts from other people within the community basically saying, oh, I need help with funding, I need help with housing, and then you immediately see them buy extravagant gifts, new clothing, or go on vacation, or I feel like this is becoming more normalized. Because once again, when the original argument was simply, why are y'all dragging me for having a GoFundMe? I still need assistance even if I'm doing OnlyFans. I understood because people have a common misconception about how much you actually make just based on your engagement and clicks. But in this scenario, girl, you're not going to go on a rant and say, I don't want to work for the white man. I don't want to have to get a second job. And I just want to be free and blah, blah, blah. It's like, girl, OnlyFans is ran by white people. You are working for the white man technically. It's just you have a little more agency over your actual job and the production you put behind your videos. But yes, definitely drop your opinions down below because this was a messy one. And I will see you guys next time. Boop. And now for a brief yet sincere shout out to this week's Third Eye Tier subscribers, RD and Edward W. Your continued support is greatly appreciated, and thank you once again to everyone who supports the channel. In this week's live stream discussion is going to be over the banning of adult content and how you feel about it and if it's affected you so far. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in.